Do you know the people of Sri Lanka are actually Bengali origin? Do you know that the Sinhal language is originated from an Indian language called Bangla? Do you know that the Sinhalese have 72% genetic similarities with Bengalis? Just look at the history of how an Indian community called Bengalis migrated and colonized the island of Sri Lanka and established independent kingdom. Prince Vijay Singha. Prince Vijay Singha is the first historical king of Sinhala who was a Bengali prince from a kingdom of Sinhapura. According to the Mahavangsha, an ancient chronicle of the Sri Lanka's kings written in Pali, there was a kingdom named Sinhapura in Vanga, located in the southwestern Rarh region of Bengal. That's today's Shingur in Hooghly district in West Bengal state of India. The Bengali Prince of Sinhapura named Vijay Singha sailed on 8 ships to Sri Lanka with 700 of his people on 22nd of April 543 BC and established the kingdom of Sinhal. Prince Janardan Vajrabahu. According to the Rajshahi chronicles, in 15th century, the Brahmin prince of Santor Pradesh Rajshahi in northern Bengal named Janardan Vajrabahu sailed to Lankadweep and established independent rule. Vajrabahu married the princess of Arakan named Tuppa Sundari that was not acceptable from a Brahmin prince in Bengal society back then. That's why he moved towards Lanka. Lanka was then going through a civil war that was joined by Vajrabahu in one side. Vajrabahu got victory and was crowned as the king. There's a fort named Lankapotir God in Malda district of West Bengal. That means the fort of the king of Lanka. Trade links between Bengal and Sinhal. From ancient times, the Bengali merchant community known as the Boniks used to trade gold and spices on the island of Sinhal. The Manashamangal Kavya mentions the great merchant Chandrapati Bonik who traded Sinhala with Saptadingha. Dhanapati Banik was another Bengali merchant of medieval period who sailed to Sri Lanka with the ship of 7 vessels. The head ship named Madhukar had cabin made all of gold. An excerpt from Chandimangal reads, Prothom tulilo dinga nam Madhukar, Shudhai Shuborne tar boshibar ghor. Genetic similarities between Bengali and Sinhalese. Today, Sinhalese people are the descendants of the 700 Bengali soldiers that arrived in Lanka with Prince Vijay. That's why the Sinhalese show a significant genetic similarity with the Bengalis. This is further sustained by a VNTR study which found 70 to 82% of Sinhalese genes to originate from Bengali admixture. R2 haplogroup. Dr. Thomas Kivisild. A test for Y chromosome DNA haplogroups conducted by Dr. Thomas Kivisild on Sinhalese of Sri Lanka has shown that 24% one of the subjects were R2 positive as subclades of haplogroup P, 92 R7. Haplogroup R2 is found in a considerable percentage among the Bengalis of India. D1S800 allele frequency similarity. D1S80 allele frequency is also similarity between the Sinhalese and Bengalis, suggesting that the two groups are closely related. The Sinhalese also have similar frequencies of the allele MTHF4 670 30% to the West Bengalis 17%. Study of R.L. Kirk. As early as 1976, a paper titled The Legend of Prince Vijay, a study of Sinhalese origin by R.L. Kirk clearly states genetic distance analysis shows that modern Sinhalese population are closer to the Tamils and Keralites of South India and upper caste groups of Bengal. Linguistic similarity in Bangla and Sinhal. Sinhal is an Indo-Aryan language having its origin in the Bangla language of eastern India. Dr. Suniti Kumar Chattopadhyay, in his celebrated account on the development of Bengali language, comments upon the Indo-Aryan content in the Sinhalese speech in the following words. The immigrants who carried the Indo-Aryan speech to Ceylon seem to have been from the 3rd century BC onwards. Ceylon seems to have come in touch with India through Bengal, and traditions of intimate connections between Bengal and Ceylon have preserved in the Bengali literature. There's many similarities between Bangla and Sinhal scripts. The Buddha Charit composed by Ashwaghosh mentioned that Gautam Buddha used to learn Bangolipi in Gurugriha of Kapilavastu. Symbol of lion. The lion is an important part of Sinhalese people. Lion insignia is used in the flag of Sri Lanka. The same way, lion is used as a totemic symbol in Rarh region of Bengal. One finds the echoed in Rarh Bangla, which remains a major center for the worship of Narsingha, the god Vishnu as half lion and half man. The most important festival of Bengal is Durga Puja, the worship of goddess Durga who rides on a lion honored as Singho Bahini. Felis Leo Bengalensis, proposed by Edward Turner Bennett in 1829, was a lion kept in Mingary of Tower of London. Bennett's essay contains a title of a drawing called the Bengali lion. According to the report by Zoological Survey of India, 5,000 years ago there was innumerable lions roaming the Shivalik caves and forests of Bengal districts Purulia, Birbhum, Bardhaman and Paschim Mednipur. Martial art. The Sinhalese martial art Angampora is very similar to the Bengali martial arts like Dhali and Raibenshe. In both martial tradition, distinct feature lies in the use of pressure point attacks to inflict pain or permanently paralyze the opponent. Fighters usually make use of both striking and grappling techniques and fight until the opponent is caught in a submission lock that they cannot escape. Popular culture. The Sinhalese link to Bengal matches genetic, linguistic and cultural evidence and survives in many little ways. There is various Bengali poetry on the historical conquest of Lanka by the Bengali Prince Vijay Singha. Poet Dijendralal Roy narrated, Ekoda jahar Vijay Senani helai Lanka korilo joy, Ekoda jahar Arnab pot bhromilo Bharat sagormoy. That means, once upon a time there was a warrior of Bengal named Vijay, whose army had conquered the Lanka with ease, once whose navy roamed the entire Indian Ocean. Poet Satyendranath Datta wrote, আমাদের ছেলে বিজয় সিংহ লঙ্কা করিয়া জয় সিংহল নামে রেখে গেছে নিজ শৌর্যের পরিচয়. That means our son Vijay Singha conquered Lanka with ease and named it Singhal, having the mark of his bravery.